just about everywhere I travel throughout the ice belt, these little books are available that have the lake maps in them. Really an important part of going ice fishing is getting a map of the lake that you're fishing. But studying the maps ahead of time, I enjoy just paging through these map books, looking for key spots. Here we got a lake called Rock Lake here, and I look it over. It's mostly shallow water. It's got a couple of deep places in it. Here's a 16-foot hole up here on the north end of the lake. That's always a key area to look for fishing spots, is on the north end. Because that's where the water is the warmest in the wintertime. I know you wouldn't think that's any difference, but it is. The 39-degree water is up on the north, so when you're looking for these spots, I always look on the north and the west side of the lake for my winter fishing spots. So I decided that I was going to this Rock Lake today, or maybe my next outing. Maybe it'll be on the weekend. I decided to look this over on a Monday night. The Monday night football just ended, so I got to do something on Monday night. So I'm studying my lake map book. So now I decided about this Rock Lake. Go down to the local bait store that's in that area, or if it's a ways away, make a phone call. Does anybody ever catch any fish in Rock Lake? And ask some questions. There's some great online forums that you could ask these questions on. Now, if you've never been there before, you might ask some questions. If it's your secret spot, maybe you don't want to post it on a website, but you can ask some questions. Anybody ever fish on Rock Lake? What do they catch in there? And you'll get some feedback. You got to decipher it through it all the time. You can't take everything that you hear about a lake on a website as fact, because sometimes people are known to stretch the size of their fish a little bit. Go into the DNR and pull up the lake on their website. Just about every state has some kind of information on there, the stocking reports, and get that information. When you go there, then you got to make sure that it's easy. You got to have a lightweight fish house if you're walking. Today you can see we're fishing off the snowmobile here. It's late season, and so many times late season, you got to get on the south end of the lake because that's where the accesses are in the best shape, and you fish on the north end, so it's too far to walk. So you need a way to get across the lake. But there's just I get great satisfaction of going out and catching fish in a lake that I've never fished before. I'm not really fussy what they are. People ask me, what's my favorite kind of fish to catch? Well, my favorite kind is the red lines that a Vexilar makes. I'm not fussy what they are. I just want to get fish down there and catch them. And I get great satisfaction of going to a lake that I've never fished before and just catching something. It really helps the gear that you're wearing. This ice armor clothing, so it's easy to move around. And you got to be comfortable. You got to stay dry when you're out there. It's got to be easy to drill holes. It takes a lot of holes. So make sure you got a good sharp auger. If it's a hand auger, don't get foolish and think you're going to drill 8-inch holes because you're going to catch all these lunker fish. Good rod and reel when you go out there. If you're going to a new lake, you don't really know what size fish you're going to get. So make sure you got some new line that'll handle small jigs, but will still land a big fish if you get it on. You got to make it easy if you want to go out and catch some fish in a new lake. So you got to have a good auger that drills holes easily. A lake map. GPS is a big help. Some electronics, so you know how deep the water is. A good rod and reel, and you can go to any lake and catch some fish.